My mom told me we were moving right before the end of senior year. New town, new house, brand new school for the last 2 months. And the second she said you'll never have to see those teachers again, something in my head just clicked off. I didn't cry. I got to work. Monday I walked in like nothing was wrong, but inside I'd already decided my last week was going to be a show. I started small, little mind games. I changed my teachers' names in my phone to things like bail bondsman and ex-husband. Then I plugged my phone into the projector by mistake during a slideshow. My history teacher watched ex-husband, missed call, 4, slide across the wall and gave me this long, worried look. Tuesday, I brought one of those huge metal water bottles that ring like a bell when they drop. Every time the room went quiet, I'd knock it off my desk. Bang! The whole class flinched, every single time. By Wednesday, the teachers were already worn out. They'd see me come in and let out this big sigh, like they were bracing for a fight. But Thursday was the day I stopped acting like a person. First period was biology. Silent room. Test day, everyone nervous. I waited until the teacher started reading the rules, then slowly unzipped my bag and pulled out a whole breakfast. Not a snack, a breakfast. Plate, fork, waffles wrapped in foil, a little cup of syrup. Some kid behind me whispered, "She's not." I started cutting my waffles like I was at a fancy restaurant. My teacher just stared and said, "What are you doing?" I looked confused and said, "Eating before my test. Brain food." She told me to put it away, so I pulled out a small candle. Not lit, just set it next to the waffles for the mood. The class completely lost it. She sent me to the office before I even saw the test. The principal gave me this big speech about being a role model, which honestly would have landed better if his socks didn't have little tacos on them. Then came my very last class ever, math. And this teacher already couldn't stand me. Not because I was failing, I actually had an A, but because I could never stay serious for more than 10 seconds. I walked in late holding flowers. The whole room went quiet. I walked straight to her desk, handed them over, and said, "I just want to say sorry for how I acted this year. You really changed me." She softened for a second like she might actually tear up. Then she saw the little card on the flowers. It said, "Sorry for your loss." Her face dropped. The class exploded. One boy laughed so hard he started choking. She pointed at the door and yelled, "Out." But by then I was all in, so I nodded politely, picked up my bag, and said thanks for everything. You were like a mom to me. A really mean mom. Somehow that made it worse. I got to the doorway, stopped for a second, then turned around and hit them with one last thing. I said, "Before I go, I just want everyone to know the test answers are hidden in chapter 9. Pure chaos." Kids started flipping pages right away. The teacher started shouting. And while everyone was busy, I walked out like a villain leaving a building that's about to blow up. The best part, there were no answers in chapter 9, just a sticky note I'd hid in there earlier that said, "Last lesson, never trust me."